distributive property. So what we're going to do on all of these is just simplify the expressions by using distribution. Distribution is a special technique where we just take any number that's multiplied on the outside and distribute or multiply it into each thing on the inside. So for example 1, what we would have would be negative 2 times 4a, and then we're going to add on the negative 2 times the negative 8. Then negative 2 times 4a would be a negative 8a, plus negative 2 times negative 8 is positive 16. So negative 8a plus 16. Example 2, you only distribute in the thing that is next to the parentheses. So that would be the 2 is going to get distributed in, and then we'll deal with the 4 later. So what I'm going to have is the 4 is still there, plus 2 times 2y, plus 2 times negative 3. Because remember, whenever you see a negative, think of it as plus a negative to make it easier for yourself. 2 times 2y is going to give me 4y, plus 2 times negative 3 is a negative 6. At this stage, I'm going to put my like terms together, so I have a negative 6 and a 4, and I'm just simplifying here, giving me 4y minus 4 minus 6 is 2, so 4y minus 2, and that would be your final answer. Example 3, again, you multiply in the thing that's next to the parentheses, so that will give me 8x plus 5 times 3 plus 5 times x. Now rewriting that, it will look like 8x plus 5 times 3 is 15 plus 5x. So your final answer would become 8x plus 5x, which will be 13x plus 15. And that would be your final answer. Example 4. We're going to distribute our 6 in. That's going to give me 6 times negative 2y plus 6 times 9. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12y, plus 6 times 9 is 54. So that is your final answer, negative 12y plus 54. Example 5. This one's a little bit different. Whenever we don't have a number before the parentheses, but there is a negative sign, like right here, it's negative, parentheses, and the stuff in the parentheses, you can imply that it's a negative 1. So if you want to write negative 1 there, you can. And then you're going to treat it the same way. You're going to just distribute it in like we did before. That's going to give me negative 4 plus negative 1 times 3y plus negative 1 times 2. So just an extra step putting it in, but if you put that 1 in, it'll remind you that you need to do it. You need to actually put the negative in. So that'll give me a negative 4 plus a negative 3y minus plus a negative 2. Now when I simplify this one, put my negative 2 and my negative 4 together, and my negative 3y is first. So negative 3y, and then negative 4 minus 2 is a negative 6. So that is your final answer. And for example 6, same thing. I'm going to make that a negative 1, and then I'm going to distribute that negative 1 in. That's going to give me 12 plus negative 1 times 3x plus negative 1 times negative 5 plus 5x. Next step, I'm going to actually do the multiplication where I'm going to get 12 minus 3x plus negative 1 times negative 5 is 5 plus 5x. At the last stage here, we put our like terms together, so I have my x's. Negative 3x plus 5x is a positive 2x. And then I have 12 plus 5, and that's going to be a plus 17. So that is your final answer, 2x plus 17. So those are your notes over the distributive property. Go through some of these practice problems so that you can be prepared for the quiz over this material.